All right, we got an 03 Cadillac DeVille DTS. We're doing the front driver's side hub bearing. Complete assembly. Should be the same on both sides. You want to start by lifting your vehicle from the designated lifting point. Got mine from the subframe. You can use a jack stand if you want, but I prefer to put the rim under there. Safety. So either way, it's not going to crush me. You want to start by removing the wheel, of course, after you get the vehicle ready. You're going to have a 35mm axle nut there. You're going to want to remove your brake caliper off of the rotor. Once you remove that, then you can slide the rotor off. You go ahead and remove your axle nut. Leave the nut flush. Sorry about that. We do have vehicles passing by. I'm just using a phone for my recording. I don't use nothing fancy, nothing like that. So if you can't hear and this video ain't for you, or the quality is not up to par for what you think it should be, then move on to the next one. So like I was saying, get your axle nut flush with the threads. Once you got the nut flush, you can go ahead and tap it out with a hammer so you don't damage the threads. So let me go ahead and get all this removed. Come back and tell you exactly what you need. Okay, so I have the caliper removed from the caliper mounting bracket. That is going to be a 15mm on the slide pin. Got the bottom slide pin. Rotate the caliper upward position and slide out the other one from the upper slide pin port. The caliper mounting bolts are 16mm, one here, one there. I find it easy to get a 3/8, 16 cheater bar, break them loose. Once you break them loose, you can hit it with your speed ratchet, take them out. Very important note, these two bolts, caliper hardware mounting bracket. Sorry, not caliper hardware, caliper mounting bracket. Here and here will require thread lock. If you do not put thread lock on these bolts, this caliper will vibrate loose and it will scrape the inside of your rim and prevent you from going forward or backward. So you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm telling you, you need to. So do that if you want to ensure proper function. Okay, so once you get that off, 35mm axle nut, I got it loose already. So this is what I mean by flush with the threads. Once you get it flush with the threads, then you can hit it here with your hammer and knock it loose without damaging the threads. After we get this off, then you will have the electrical connection here for the ABS sensor and 3 bolts in a triangular pattern on the back of the spindle. I believe they're 15 or 13. I will get to that point and I will verify exactly what it is once I have this caliper bracket removed. All right, so I have already removed 2 out of the 3 triangular patterns that hold the actual hub bearing on. 1, 2, 3. That's how they mount from the back side. Once again, about the thread lock, these bolts, when you go back together on the hub itself, will require thread lock. I'm not making this up. If you buy these bolts brand new, you will see that they come with thread lock already on them, along with the caliper mounting brackets come with thread lock already on them. So it doesn't say you can't reuse the bolts. You can definitely reuse them, but you must apply thread lock. It's a must. Also, what's easier for me with these applications is if you turn the wheel, whichever side you want to attack first, left or right, you turn the wheel, it'll give you a better access point behind there for that bolt. Right here. So I can't get a good angle with it, but it's right there next to the plug. And if you turn the wheel the opposite direction, it gives you the better angle for the opposite side. And then of course the top one, you can access it when you turn it towards the, I believe, the right hand side. It brings the wheel out. So when you turn it to the right, this gives you access to the backside bolt there. If you turn your wheel to the left, it'll bring it out, and then you'll have access to this one, and then you'll have access to the top one. I find it easier. You put the small extension with a 13mm deep socket to gain access to the top, and then remove the extension so to use the 13mm deep socket to gain access to your bottom ones. That's how it works for me. If it don't work for you like that, then hey, all good. Find whatever works for you. But I've been doing this for a while, and I've been doing a lot of these, and this is what makes it smooth and easy for me. One removed, new one ready to go in. You can feel and hear the bearings kind of loosely rattling in this one. Also, signs of a bad hub bearing that you want to look for while accelerating: increase humming sound. While decreasing your deceleration, the humming sound decreases as well, along with the deceleration of the vehicle. To be consistent with acceleration and consistent with deceleration. Humming sound, coming from the front wheel area. If you do not know how to diagnose it and you feel like you might have a bad hub bearing, take it to somebody who knows how to diagnose it. So it's off. Let's go back together with the new one and get this issue addressed. So far, tools you're gonna need: 35mm, big hammer, 3/8 ratchet with pry bar, a speed ratchet. You don't need it, but if you had it, you can use it. It makes it faster. 13mm deep socket. That's gonna be for the hub bolts themselves. Then you got your 16mm 3/8 short socket, and that's going to be for the caliper mounting brackets. And then the 15mm you're gonna need for your caliper slide pin on the actual caliper. So yeah, and thread lock. Need that. Need thread lock. Loctite, thread lock, whatever you want to call it. All right, new hub is on. All 3 bolts are torqued to 112 foot-pounds. 1, 2, and the third one on the triangular pattern on the opposite side. 3 with Loctite. Loctite, 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 thread locker. I cannot emphasize on that because all the videos I see, I've never seen anybody mention that, and it's like one of the most vital things to put whenever you're dealing with any kind of suspension, vibrating, and rotating parts. So anyone who says otherwise clearly doesn't have the experience. But yeah, got that on. We're gonna go ahead and put our caliper mounting bracket on along with our thread lock on our mounting bolts. Boom. And we're gonna go ahead and re-lube all the caliper brake hardware, caliper sliding pins, put it back together, put the wheel on it, call it a day. Hope this video was helpful. Hope somebody can take it in stride with it. If you just want to sit back and hate on it and talk about, oh, I can't hear nothing, and all the quality and all this and that, man, find something better to do.